Oh my goodness, I can't even believe I am filming a video like this. Hey, it's Izzy and what's been busy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys read the title. I am going to China. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So excited. So, for those that don't know, I have been studying Chinese for the last 2 years. I started studying back in 2023, and I have been wanting to go to China ever since I started learning the language, obviously. I mean, it's been a big goal of mine. And so now, this fall, I am planning to go to China for the very first time. I am just like over the moon. I literally want to cry actually because it's just like, it's that special to me. So very, very excited. This will be my first time going to China. This will be my first time going outside the country, which is going to be wild. I am bringing my mother along with me just because it's my first time. I need my mommy to come with me for this trip. But nonetheless, since I am going to China and I'm also visiting a friend, which just makes the trip that much special. And with that being said, though, now I need to really, really improve my Chinese. I need to improve it because I have finally been communicating with a native and it's been a humbling experience. What can I say? It's been a...每次我想说中文，我有奇怪的感觉，因为我觉得我不太习惯说中文。最近我开始跟我的朋友聊天一下，但是他的英语比我的中文更好。他的英语非常非常好，还有我的语法。我的天呐。I really think like my Chinese is just 一般般. It's definitely average, basic, and like I can ask basic questions and that's obviously fine, but I like to have very deep and thought out conversations, and I'm realizing that now that I am speaking with a native, I can't properly articulate myself, and I wish I could do so in Chinese. And it doesn't even have to be perfect, but I just completely blank out. 每一次我想说中文，我不说起来了。最近比较忙，我没有很多时间学习。I kind of forgot about all of these different methods that I used to do, and it was very helpful in the beginning, but I have not been doing any of that, and I probably need to get back to it because I just really wish I could express myself a little bit better with Chinese, and the goal is for these next few months to just like really, really hone in on advanced vocabulary, and hopefully I will see a big progress. And in the next few months, I will come back to you with good news. I'm just so over the moon when it comes to this trip. I've been thinking about it literally every single day. So to properly prep for this, we gotta study. Because I've been studying Chinese for 2 years now, I'm genuinely curious to know if I can actually travel with my current level, and I'm honestly not sure. But before I go to China, I need to learn the basics, like ordering food, booking a hotel room, learning some directions. But I just honestly haven't always had the time to sit down and study a list of vocabulary. I want to brush up on my Chinese though and make sure it is worthy for traveling. So I will be using Rosetta Stone today, who is kindly partnering with me in today's video. Instead of relying on translation or memorization, Rosetta Stone teaches you to think in the language through real-life visuals, native audio, and interactive tools. So rather than memorizing a word like hotel, you'll see an image of a hotel, hear how it's used, say it out loud, and match it in context, just like you would with your native language. I really like how they use images instead of a direct translation. It makes me feel like I'm not even studying because I listen, repeat, and match. It doesn't get any simpler than that. The True Accent speech recognition technology gives me the opportunity to also improve my pronunciation.
我2个小时以后给你打电话。
我2个小时以给你打电话。我2个小时以后给你打电话。Which is absolutely huge for a tonal language like Chinese. Any pronunciation mistakes I make now can be corrected on the spot. So thank goodness I'm not carrying any bad habits while I'm traveling. With this being my first time traveling to a different country and using a foreign language, I'm happy to have Rosetta Stone right on my phone to help me with this new exciting trip. Whether I have 10 minutes on the bus or 30 minutes on the couch, I can always get a quick lesson in. With the exclusive link in my bio, you can access all 25 languages from Rosetta Stone for over 60% off an unlimited language lifetime subscription. Guys, anytime there is a lifetime subscription, I try to snatch it up, so do not hesitate. That's an amazing offer for one-time payment but lifetime access. Thank you so much, Rosetta Stone, for partnering on this video, and without further ado, like I said, let's start studying those travel phrases on Rosetta Stone.
这2个孩子在家。坐的地方做饭。这个孩子正在家看书。
I finished those lessons on Rosetta Stone. I'm actually so happy that I have something short and simple and quick. I really like that about Rosetta Stone. It was pretty chill, pretty smooth, and I was able to just refresh a little bit. Since, like I said, I'm not going to the fall, I have plenty of time to really figure out like my study schedule. So I'll probably still just incorporate Rosetta Stone. My goal is to like try to study Chinese every single day. And so with those lessons, I think it will be pretty easy to just kind of do a quick lesson and at least I did something for the day, but they are pretty impactful. So I'm happy that I was able to do some of that. Now, I want to move on to the next thing, which is studying some personal stories. Now, what I mean by that is I realize, and this is the humbling bit about learning a language. Being in the intermediate stage is such a weird stage because you obviously know more than maybe the average bear, but you don't know enough to fully express yourself, to fully communicate in all arenas. So you're having to jump from one topic to the next, and you're picking out very, very specific vocab words that you're just not seeing on a daily basis. As I have been communicating with my Chinese friend, I love our conversations, I really do, but I realized we're way past, you know, 你喜欢咖啡还是茶？你最喜欢的颜色是什么？ Like, we're not, girl, conversations are so much bigger than that, which is amazing, but I don't have the vocabulary, so I need to learn so much. When it comes to Chinese, I really need to up the ante with the vocab. So what I'm doing is I'm basically studying things that I want to express. I think it also comes down to realizing as well that now that I have someone to communicate with, you know, prior to all of this, I would just talk to myself. But now that I want to express myself, I'm starting to realize all the words that I don't know. And I'm now trying to make things more cohesive when it comes to my vocab. For example, I notice I say 这是很正常 very often, but like I need more vocab than just 正常. Like in English, I know common, I know norm, I know the standard. Like there's so many words I can use, but with Chinese, it's just that one, it's just that one adjective, and that's not doing it for me. So like, yeah, our conversation's way past 你最喜欢的颜色是什么? Which I actually don't know his favorite color. I should probably ask him his favorite colors. Okay, my point is, though, oh my goodness, Izzy. I'm just trying to make it well known that I am studying like advanced things now with Chinese. So to help with this, I am using ChatGPT, which I'm gonna be honest, I was not a big ChatGPT fan, but recently for Chinese, I really wanted it to be personalized because I'm still trying to articulate myself, but I don't want the level to be extremely high to the point where I can't understand anything or I feel kind of rushed and I don't really know what vocab to ask for. So typically I'll ask ChatGPT like, hey, I want to talk about this topic. Can you give me all the vocabulary that I would need in order to express myself for an intermediate level? And that's what I did. Like recently I studied non-denominational. That whole thing was honestly really one of the saddest things I've ever had to study, but it was really important for me to know that vocabulary. And I did use ChatGPT to just kind of understand a little bit more of it with Chinese. 因为这段历史非常重要，所以我想了解他们的历史，他们的文化。我可以用英语，但是我想用中文。我想表达我的想法，但是我需要慢慢学习，对不对？ So I did study that, and I really want to continue studying more, like just being able to articulate it on an even broader spectrum. But for now, I'm going to just look through all the topics and see which one I want to do right now. Okay, Chatty, let's see what you got. Okay, something that I really need to study right now is talking about African American history and identity in Chinese. That's what I have going on because I realize I don't know how to say, for example, like different hairstyles in Chinese. I don't really know how to express like my culture. And I know when I go to China, that's like a big thing because they're very, very curious about Black people because it's not very common to see foreigners in China, let alone a Black person. And so when I go there, I want to be able to articulate myself in Chinese because a lot of Chinese people don't know English. Therefore, I will be studying Black culture basically today, and hopefully I can learn a lot in Chinese. But yes, as you can see, I'm at a very specific point with Chinese where it's just like, I really want the nitty gritty. I want to know more about culture, language, history, and I want to be able to express that with this language, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna start. I'll tell you, the coolest thing is learning English names in Chinese. For example, my Chinese name is 𝐸𝓂𝒶𝒾𝓁 because obviously it's translated from Izzy. So 我的中文名字是𝐸𝓂𝒶𝒃，所以 Martin Luther King Jr. 的中文名字是马丁路德金。马丁路德金. That's so interesting. It's my favorite thing actually, learning the names. Like knowing now what they are in Chinese, it's so cool how they're literally trying to mimic just the sound of English. And of course, since they don't have a lot of sounds that we have in English, it's so fascinating. 你怎么看中文？你怎么看中文？你觉得中文难不难？我们也会问你怎么看这个人？你觉得这个人是好人吗？或者你只是很简单的说。现在已经经过了很久处理，不需要再一步。30分钟之后，你可以下一个更加可以有效的中和掉下来。
人都爱吃中国菜，但是哪种中国菜最好吃？这个是一个很难回答的问题，因为中国菜太多了，每个地方的中国菜都不太一样。
So study buddy, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching me study or studying with me. I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!